To start with, I'm greatly benefited by the comments and by the observations of both the honorable ministers on dais as well as the secretary, who have given us the context as well as the guidance and framework on which this region can do well on the improvement of women and child welfare. Let me first start with some of the things that most of you may wonder that why Visakhapatnam is an aspirational district. Because if you move around the streets of Visakhapatnam, you will find a lot of prosperity. There are two reasons for this. The one is that all the districts which were affected by the left-wing extremism, on which there has been a lot of improvement these days, were included in the aspirational district, and Visakhapatnam was one of them. But second and far most important reason is that when you look at Visakhapatnam, or for that matter Ranchi, or for that matter Bokaro, you will see a lot of opulence, lot of prosperity in city. But you move around to the different blocks, you go to the interior, and there will be blocks and interior where there will be the condition of the women and child, which will be not as per what we expect in a city or in a district like this. So the first and foremost thing that my request to all of you working on this region, I have two very fundamental points to you. There are two ways that we can improve the status of women and children. The one is raise the level of the income of a household. There is absolutely no other measure. You compare yourself with any country in the world, you will find that higher the income of a household, better the condition of the women and child. So that is the first and foremost thing, and I would congratulate all of you that compared to India average, all of you are at least 1.5 times better than the India average in terms of the household income per capita. So there is absolutely no reason that why you must not be the leader in this country. The second one is that given that income is high, can we ensure that every child and every mother, every woman is taken care of? Because you can take care of a lot of people, but average is determined by everybody. So it is very important for these districts that you are almost on the cusp of, you're almost on the point of saturation. And I'm very happy because when Secretary WCT told us that Niti Ayog has to make a presentation, I said, this is the simplest region where we have to make a presentation, because there are better work culture, you have better income, you have more motivated staff, you have better quality of the officers. I have been interacting with your officer till yesterday, and I am thoroughly impressed with the way that she her knowledge of ICDS is very, very good compared to many other states that I have been. But the question that is here is the matter of attitude. Before I start my presentation, I will just tell you one thing. One question I asked the South Indian state, why do you compare yourself with everybody within India? Why don't you compare yourself with a country in Europe? Can we say that Wayanad district of Kerala, which is one of our best aspirational district in any social development, I hope the collector Wayanad is here, but can we say that we are comparable to at least half of the European nation in terms of women and child? You take pride, you have a beautiful administration. Your program of Kudum Sri is rated as one of the best program in this country. Can you say over the, your comparison framework must be the better developed, must be the most developed nations in the world, where we can tell them that if India can be saying, you can't keep on saying India is a poor country, underdeveloped country or something. We have been sick of listening to it for the last 70 years. We want to say in next 5 years that, look, many parts of this country today can give great competition to the best part of the world. You have beautiful climate, you have beautiful people, and you have beautiful infrastructure to do it. So with this in mind, all that I'm saying is that there is a lot of the responsibility with the district administration, with the district magistrate themselves, because one greatest learning that has come from the aspirational district program, our secretary has spoken about the framework of the program. I'm not going to repeat it, but one of the best and the greatest learning from this program is that if you as a district administration concentrate on anything, it will improve. There is absolutely no way that it will not improve. If the district magistrate in every second day or third day talk about some indicators with the officers, there is absolutely no reason that why it will not improve. So in my personal view, all of you are on a very historical moment where you can break away from the years of what you call is underdeveloped and that India's internal maternal mortality rate is high or infant mortality rate is high. Why can't you be among the best in this region, among the group of countries? Your aspiration must be the best country in the world and not necessarily the Indian average or the average of other countries. So with this, let me start this presentation. I will be very fast. I request the organizer to give a copy of this presentation because it has many learning for district magistrates. And why I say district magistrates? By district magistrates, I mean the entire district team. Because you represent, in our opinion, you are the fulcrum of what is good that can be district, and you are the fulcrum that how you can take the team together. So, as you say, this is a program. And one more thing that I would say. We have 11 districts in this region which are aspirational districts. Had I gone by statistics, when we picked up the India's worst 100 districts, let me tell you, states like Kerala, states like Andhra Pradesh, it must be, madam, a matter of great pride to all of you that none of your district figured in the list of 100 backward districts. Most of the district came from Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, UP, Jharkhand, Odisha. But we take this when we took the program to Honorable Prime Minister. So he said, why do you want to run a program in only 6 or 7 states? You run this program for all states, pick up their worst district. They may be very well developed. See, Wayanad district or the Vijayanagaram district is far better developed in many districts in Bihar which we have not taken, or many districts in Jharkhand, or many districts in Madhya Pradesh that we have not taken. You are far developed. Ramnathpuram has some of the best statistics by that logic. But the idea of Honorable Prime Minister is very important for all of you to know. And that is my request to the state government, that this is a program which is a template. And if a program without giving additional fund can succeed, can give dramatic improvement in many of the indicators, then it can be very easily taken. This pilot can be easily done in other districts of the state. So the idea that many of your districts are part of the aspirational district program is not because you are backward, but because we wanted to put a template of the good governance in these districts. And some of my slides will tell you, and I think you need to be saluted for that you have made a major and phenomenal progress in many of the indicators pertaining to women and child in this particular region. I will not take much time on the showing you the result. One more thing that I will like to say. The Government of India, the state government, and Government of India would mean the WCD and Niti Ayog, all are here together on the state. So if you are there working in the field, please be convinced that here is a team, Team India, here is a team which together want to do good about the country. And as you know, that ministry has the Poshan Abhiyan, which is a very comprehensive program. Secretary has spoken about the main initiative of the ministry. There is a support by the state government. In the present era of democracy, which state will not like its women and child to develop? I mean, that's a simple question. So this has to be one of the priority of all state government, and you have a very dynamic leadership in the state government. So there is a massive support by the state government in this region, and there is a model of aspirational districts. So you have the one of the best combination for make a lot of difference in next 1 or 2 years. As I said that the Honorable Prime Minister has, and the Ministry Secretary Ministry WCD has launched Poshan Abhiyan 2, which is a far more simpler but at the time effective model to make major difference. Many people ask us that what exactly is aspirational district program, and as Secretary WCD has hinted, you can, why not you become the nodal for taking all your panchayat and use this particular model. Government of India is now pushing the states to use this particular template to the block level, and the procedure is very simple. Pick up the key performance indicator you think that you as a government must monitor. Don't pick up many. Do the real-time monitoring. If I am a district magistrate, I must know that in my last 2 months or 3 months, if I have worked very hard, I have spent till 10 o'clock in office, I have not looked after my own family. That is the reality of most of the district magistrate and their team. Just find out that in 3 months' time, what improvement, what happiness, or what improvement I have brought in terms of the indicator. The human being, as we are, we work on competition. So if you can introduce the sense of competition among the district, I am the best ISDS, I am the best A&M worker, I am the best block, I am the best panchayat, and the models are available. Come to us. Many part of the India are trying to do this thing, and if you do particular thing, then within the same resource that you can have a much better improvement in your performance, because you as a supervisor have a kind of now a tool in your hand. You can motivate everybody. Let us do something so that we can become the top, or at least we can become the first 5. We must not get into the bottom. That is one such important tool that has worked in aspirational district program, and that we would request that all of you think yourself, because you run today a district who are larger than size of many countries in Europe. So you are almost a prime minister and a president. I mean, let us put it that way. And you can initiate your own initiative to start a sense of competition among panchayats and among every individual. Now the other one which is there is that give some reward for good performance. And always there is one more thing which I would like to add for this particular program, that there are large number of development partners, there are large number of philanthropy. In fact, we in Niti Ayog are flooded by very large number of the NGOs and the philanthropy foundation. They say, we have a lot of money, we want to do something good, tell us where we should go. We have told them that, if you do the work on your own and go and create some kind of good thing, you will always do good thing. Money will always do something good. But then that may not be the best thing for the district. So in our opinion, we tell the philanthropist and the foundation, please speak to the district magistrate and find out what is the most critical part in the district and invest your money there. So, if you really ask me how have these districts performed, there is figure. I will not get into, in a conference I never speak on statistics. But if you really look at this, many of you district magistrate, you are victim of us, because we keep on rewarding you and we keep on telling you you are the last in the 112 district. But if you really look at your performance in terms of this, Wayanad district over the thing has done the best in this region, followed by the other districts, which is Virudnagar, then Bhadradri, and then Asifabad and Vijayanagaram. Now the question of all the 6 district magistrates who are not figured here, question is why not us? Unless and until you have that particular question and ask yourself and ask your team that I had been to conference in Visakhapatnam, and there the Niti Ayog, somebody came and told us that, we are not among the 6. Why is it so? Unless and until you ask this particular question, your team will not get impressed and the team will not work very hard. So it is very important. Now, I am leaving this presentation with you people. This is all from the data that is fed by you, that is given by you, and you will find. I have simple question to you. The Honorable Prime Minister on 15th August of last year had given a task to all of us that there are many indicators on which this country must go for saturation. Why is it that we are not 100% on many of these indicators? So if you really look at the performance of the district, both the Honorable Ministers on the dais as well as the dignitaries, the one thing that I want you to take note of is that the phenomenal improvement that all these 11 districts have done in the last 4 years. I mean, they need a salute, they need a clapping, they need something. That indicator after indicator, if you really look at this, there is a phenomenal improvement. But at the same time, you can find out, you're a district magistrate or you're a district team, you can find out that why I have not reached 95%. If I have not reached 95%, what is it that I need to do? Can I learn from others that they have done it, or if they're not, can I motivate my own team? Because many times the SOPs are so well developed. The ministries has done a lot of wonderful tasks in creating the guideline for the scheme that they run. That if you follow the SOP, then that is something which will do. I'll give you one example. We were searching for the best district which has done in terms of the percent improvement, and we found, we are asking for them that which is the district which has innovated the most. So many districts said we have innovated this, many districts said which have innovated this. In terms of data, the Balrampur district of Uttar Pradesh did the most massive jump in terms of performance. So we asked the district magistrate, not me, the Cabinet Secretary of India asked the district magistrate, okay, tell me, what innovation you did, that you jumped most? He said, I did no innovation. All that I did was that I motivated my officer, looked at the scheme's guideline, followed the scheme guidelines because they are so beautifully designed that I got the result out of it. So take advantage of the guidelines and of the things that have been created by the ministry, and if you motivate your officer, follow these guidelines, the results are sure to come. In many of, this is indicator after indicator, I am going to run 6 or 7 slides like this, and you will find that many of you are close to saturation, but some of you have to catch up. So there is one, I mean, these are the indicators that shows that how much improvement that your region has done and how it is. But then I will ask another question after this. There is a difference between what you say as the improvement that has taken place and what the survey says. Because there is a NHFS 5 survey, and if I am a district magistrate, what I will do is that I will look at both the result. I don't go 100% by survey, because people who have done NHFS 5 survey, they have their own shortcomings, and your team also have the tendency to say a lot of things which may not have happened to that level. So the question as a district team that I will ask myself is that why is it that survey result is different from what my team has said? And if you can follow up that, I am showing the survey result, and these survey results do tell you that there is still a lot of gap. It also tells you one more very important thing. We may be in the government think that we have done a lot, but the advantage of that is really relevant if it is also felt by the people. So when you go for survey, you ask a person. Suppose an ANC visit has to take place at 4 times. Suppose the ANC worker reaches home and do a lot of hard work and has the meeting with the pregnant mother and have a lot of good discussion. the household will think, oh, this is a good lady. She has done a lot of good work. Now suppose the ANC worker meet casually that particular family, meet in the market, but write in the register that we have met that person. Then what will happen is that when you ask the household, has the ANC worker come for 4 times? And the answer will be, no, no, she has not come. So ANC worker is also right. I have met her 4 times. A&M worker, she is also right. I have met her 4 times. Household is also right. No, she has met me only 2 times. So therefore, survey is not there to tell you that your officers are wrong. The survey is to tell you that what is the quality of the service that people perceive that you are providing. And that's why, as I said, surveys are not a great guidance for you. They are not there to fight with your official figure, but they are there to give you an indication that how I can improve in terms of quality. So I have some of these things. I am not going to repeat any of this thing. What is the way forward? Many of your districts have developed best practices. You have 2 sessions here after my thing, where the district magistrates are going to discuss that how they have led. So the question is, if you have similar population, similar structure, similar problems, similar issues, then why not we must kind of learn from each other. And these are the best practices that have changed a lot of these things. Say Raichur, there is a treatment of TB and SAM children. You have seen Vijayanagaram, there is a prevention of early child marriage. So you can learn from it, and you can ask us in Niti Ayog to provide as much platform and as much support as possible on this particular thing. Ramnathpuram maternity benefit scheme that you have done in a very innovative way. The Bhadradri Kothagudem Telangana, a healthcare model by training youngsters and allocation of resources. Bhupalpalli, medical kits for the eradication of diarrhea. Asifabad. I mean, there is not a single district magistrate who doesn't think in an innovative manner and have tried to do something. Niti Ayog and ministry has worked together, and we have created an advocacy document. Our member of health has been the person who wrote this document, and we would be circulating this document to all of you. What that document says is that all steps that is required to be taken by the state and district. I would request the district magistrates in these 11 districts to get the document translated into your local language and widely circulate to all of you, so that we have a great improvement. I will not get into a state-specific challenge. This is something which is valuable. But if I am from Tamil Nadu, I will definitely read it and see that where I am not kind of doing as good as possible. So for all states, we have culled out from our survey as well as from our observation that which are the weakness point where you can do a lot of good thing and go for this. So the last point I say, I'm ending my intervention to you. My message is from Niti Ayog is, you are much better than national average in terms of income. You have much better administration. Why are you not best and not comparable to Europe and to other countries? That's it. This is a picture. This picture is not mine. I picked up this picture from somewhere. It summarizes an India of about 20 years back. We have changed quite a bit from there. We must take pride in that we have changed quite a bit. But it tells you one very important thing. People have aspiration today. They want to change. They want to do well for themselves. There is a woman staying in Hume Pipe trying to tell her girl child to school. It is a matter of salute to India. It is a matter of satisfaction that under the guidance of the ministries of WCD and education, that the girls' transition rate in India has seen a dramatic change, and the enrollment ratio of the girls have seen a dramatic change. So, ladies and gentlemen, our request to all of you is, look at your figure, motivate your team. You don't need money for this, and see that why you can't be best in the country in the first place, and then compare with best in the region as well as good part of the world. Thank you very much.